Okay, so now let's enter in our OpEx assumption, starting with the company expects to spend $20,000 each month in advertising. That's pretty simple. I'll just write 20,000 as such, and I'll copy and paste. And let's just say 20,000 a month. Okay, so for conferences and events, it says that the sales team expects to spend an extra 25,000 in October to attend a conference. All other months will be a 6-month average with a 5% buffer. So for that, I am going to take the formula I had in web domain and hosting. Let's copy and paste that for conferences and events. And then let's enter in October plus 25,000 as such. Okay, so why don't I just highlight this? And now I'll just put a note, sales conference at 25K. And for this, I'm gonna say 6-month average plus a buffer. All right, let's continue. Rent is projected at 14,000 each month with utilities projected at 2,000 each month. So let's just write 14,000 a month, 2K a month, such. And I'll just write 14,000 here, 2,000 here, and let's just copy and paste that till the end. All right, professional fees are expected to be 50,000, 24,000, 72,000, and 60,000 for each of these accounts. Well, why don't we just write that down then over here? So I'm gonna write 60K annual, 24K annual, 72K annual, 60K annual. All right, and then for that, I'll just write equals 60,000 divided by 12 equals 24,000 divided by 12 equals 72,000 divided by 12, and then equals 60,000 divided by 12. Okay, moving on to the next piece. The company employs 6 people at an average annual salary of 100,000. The company plans on hiring a product manager in March and a marketer in October at the same average salary. All right, well, that's pretty simple. I'm just gonna come in over here and say equals 6 times 100,000 divided by 12 over here. Now let's just copy this all the way forward. But in March, we are going to make that a 7. And then in October, we're gonna make that an 8. Perfect. All right, now for payroll taxes, that usually is about 8% of the full-time salary. So I'll just multiply that times 0.8 or 0.08. And then health insurance is usually about 10%. So I'll multiply that by 0.10 as such. Okay, so now I'm just going to write over here, average salary times number of hires, then 8% of FTE salary, 10% of FTE salary. Okay, now it says all other expenses are projected to be at 6-month average with a 5% buffer. So for that, I'm just gonna take this over here where we already have that, and I'll just copy and paste that to everywhere else remaining. And let's just copy and paste so that we don't forget how we set our driver. Perfect, now we have our operating expenses. Let's now focus on our other income and other expense.